Welcome to the SEO Ascender research module. And in this module, we're going to talk about how to do keyword research. One of the first things you want to do before engaging in any sort of SEO initiative is to do a little research ahead of time. And a great place to start is actually with Google. In their AdWords tool, they have what's called the keyword tool. So if you click on keyword tool, what you can do is you can come in here and you can look up the actual search volume for different keyword phrases. So let's take a look. Let's pretend we want to sell jet skis. And Google comes back and it shows us the search volume on jet skis. Now what's interesting is it shows last month and it shows the average search volume. So as we can see, jet ski, there's about on average 450,000 broad searches a month. Jet skis, plural, 74,000. Now, I'm going to explain a little bit about the different types of matches. Here we have what's called broad, phrase, and exact. And this is very, very important to understand in terms of understanding what these traffic results mean. Broad is a very, just like it says, broad, is things that might not exactly match jet ski. So if you use the keyword jet ski, Google is counting in this 450,000 anything that's loosely related to the search jet ski. So it encompasses a very wide range of search, even including words that aren't necessarily jet ski. Moving down the ladder is phrase. And if you look at the search volume for phrase, that includes everything that has the term jet ski in it. So for example, this metric includes purple jet ski, big jet ski, sea-doo jet ski. All that's included in the phrase jet ski. Now, to be more precise, we can look at exact match. Now, this is the traffic. The only thing they type in the keyword text box is jet ski. That's it. So this does not include terms like purple jet ski, sea-doo jet ski, anything like that. So when I look at keyword research and if I'm trying to optimize for a specific word, usually I'm looking at exact. That tells me if I try and optimize for this exact keyword, I know this is the average search, and I can expect, if I'm number one in Google, to probably get about 10% of the total search volume. So if I was number one in Google for jet ski, the word jet ski, I could expect about 4,000 visitors a month probably just by optimizing for that term. Again, this is Google's average every day. Things change, and you may or may not get that exact amount of search, but at least it's something. It gives you an idea of where to start. And the reason that's important is because you definitely don't want to spend a lot of time optimizing for a keyword that doesn't have much search volume. So for example, if I'm down here and let's say I sold RXP jet skis, I don't even know what that is, but if I went to all kinds of effort to optimize for RXP jet skis, there's only 12 searches a month. I might be a little disappointed, and it's probably not even worth my time to get one click a day. I don't know. Maybe if all I had to do was change my title tag on one of my web pages or add some keywords, maybe it's worth it. I don't know how much an RXP jet ski is or how much money you'd make if you optimized for it, but you get the picture. And the other thing to consider is competition. We'll talk a little bit more about that down the road. But definitely you can use the keyword tool to help you look up search volume for different keywords and come up with what you may want to optimize for. Another tool Google has in terms of keyword research is what I call the trend tool. So let's take a look at jet skis. Google.com/trends. I type in jet skis. What we see here is this gives us a good idea of what's happened in the last couple of years in regards to search. So as you can see, obviously there's a huge seasonal component to this keyword. It spikes in the summer, obviously, probably around the 4th of July. But what also is interesting is you can see over time the search volume for this keyword's gone down. So for whatever reason, people, even though there's a seasonal spike, the downward trend is people are searching on jet skis, less and less frequently. Also, you can kind of see by different regions where it's popular. Looks like if you're in Australia, jet skis are really popular. New Zealand, yeah. United States a little bit. Other places not as much. Contrast this with another term. This is a technical company, VMware. It shows the opposite. You can see here's a term that's been searching on increasing. So if you're looking to enter a new market, you may want to try and find one that's currently expanding or growing. So Google Trends is a good way to find some of those answers. Okay, so you've gone into AdWords and you've gotten some data about total volume for different keywords. And I like to organize my thoughts about a keyword in the following fashion. The first is I like to write down some of the keywords I'm considering using for SEO optimization. I look at the total traffic that Google's reported for the given keywords, and then I guesstimate the click-through rate I'm going to get of those based on that traffic. So for example, if something has 26,000 searches per month, if I'm in the number 1 or number 2 position, there's a good chance I could get about 12% of that total traffic to come to my site. So that'll give me my total number of monthly visitors, daily visitors. Then I look at the conversion rate. That's the number of visitors to my site that actually end up buying something. Conversions vary substantially. They can be anywhere from 0.1% to as high as 10% if you're someone like Amazon.com. And that's a tough number to know right away until you do a little bit of digging yourself, because it's going to depend on the type of product you're selling, the quality of product, how good your website is, how good your marketing copy is, and those sorts of things. Very, very difficult to guess without actually doing some experimentation. So you may actually want to run a small AdWords campaign very briefly to test it out. So it's much better to spend $100 on an advertising campaign and know that, my conversion rate is only 0.1%. Even if I SEO optimize for this term, I'm still going to have to do a lot of work on my site to get people to buy more of whatever it is I'm trying to sell. So that may be your focus. Or you may find that, hey, gosh, this thing's converting like crazy. I'm converting at 3%. This is great. Now I'm going to SEO this thing as fast as possible so I can stop paying Google for all that traffic. Next thing, you're going to look at the average sale price of the item you're selling, the margin. So, if I sell a $200 item, I get to keep 22% of that. That leaves me with $44 left over. It gives me my unit profit. I'll know how much I'm making every day and how much I'm making a month, and it gives me a sense of how much I can invest time-wise in my SEO efforts to make it worthwhile. So this kind of gives you a sense of what's possible, or if I was number 1 in Google, how much money would I make?